It was so great to see you out there. It was in Atlanta seeing you. I would love for you just to talk about, we talked about, of course, your highest of highs with that head kick knockout. And then, of course, fighting Larissa was almost maybe a lowest of lows. Just talk to us about fighting of MMA, being on that roller coaster of kind of trying to stay level-headed.
He's not just for myself, but the people around me. So yeah, the viral head kick was amazing. Being able to fight Larissa Pacheco, which won't be the last time, was also amazing. It didn't turn out my way, but I take nothing for granted and I'm still in it. So here I am.
And last quick one for me. You kind of just mentioned right there, I would assume very much you would love to, you would win. Larissa wins, boom, championship on the line 2 months from now. Larissa in the championship, that's kind of the goal. That's where your mindset's at right now?
I mean, whoever wins that fight, I'm down for, I want the Larissa fight back, whether it's in the championships, whether it's next season, whenever it may be. Like, of course, I want that fight. If you lose a fight, you always want that fight back, no matter who it is or where it is or whatever, But for me, my goal is this fight right now. There's nothing more important to me than Marina. She is in my way, and I'm going to take her out and make sure that I secure my spot to the finals.
Sounds good. Great skill Friday night, Amber.
Jonathan
Ravikant, 5 Region Sports. Just building on that point, before that loss, Larissa, you're on a career best 4-fight winning streak. What did you feel like you were able to take away from that loss that allow you to become a better fighter moving forward?
A lot, there was a lot going on, right? Like going from never being in that position before. I've never fought as co-main event. I've never fought a previous champion. So there was a lot of things that I got to take away from, things that I need to implement more in my camp, things that I need to implement more in my mindset. If you watch the fight, there were razor thin moments. There were some times where if I would have just been an inch over to the left, I would have connected. If I would have just thrown the hook after the right, it would have connected. So there was a lot to take away from that fight, even though it didn't last that long. I mean, she's a champ for a reason. She hits like a fucking truck, and excuse my language, she hits like a truck. She's a tank, and the next time we fight, best believe I will never take that for granted again, and I will be there 100%.
Now, to add on to what you said, not being in the position of a co-main event before, you're now in the position to fight for $1 million. How do you prepare for that mentally, as far as that added pressure going into the fight?
Well, I think with what happened last time, definitely set me up to have a better mindset for what's happening this time. I killed all distractions. I've been really diving hard into my faith. Like, obviously, I've made the announcement a couple times. I've converted over to Islam. I am a Muslim now. And I actually read a funny comment on YouTube where they're like, dang, Larissa punched her so hard. They punched God into her, which I love a good joke, right? So, but everything in life happens for reasons, good and bad. And I definitely needed the Larissa fight to push my life and push me to the next step and just, get some things out of the way and, push me into that next level. If I didn't have the Larissa fight, if it didn't happen the way it happened, I don't think I'd be the person I am. And I don't think I'd be in the right mindset or position to really fight for that $1 million.
Appreciate your time and good luck this next fight.
Thank you.
Anik
Subramanian, Fightbook MMA. One question about the past, one about the present. Given the result of your last fight, did you make any physical changes in training, like sparring less this fight camp?
I've done a lot of physical stuff. I was better about my weight this time. I kind of had a rough weight cut last time, which is something that usually I do not do. Having the back-to-back fights were definitely some adjustment in that department. I absolutely have made all the adjustments that needed to be made physically, make sure I was in better shape, make sure that I was, doing all the right things that I was supposed to do, not taking any time off or being like, oh, my body hurts, I'm tired, I just went through a fight camp, blah, 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 blah. I just pushed through it all this time and made sure that I was 100% ready. And obviously Marina and Larissa are two completely different opponents with two completely different styles. So whatever happened with Larissa is in the past. My game plan for this time was just preparing for Marina. She's a grappler. She's a very talented grappler. I'm not overlooking it whatsoever. So it actually gave me an opportunity to get back to my roots, which is grappling myself. I started in jiu-jitsu. I have amazing grappling. So it gave me a chance to get back to that and really fall back in love with grappling, with jiu-jitsu, with my wrestling and things like that.
Awesome. And one about the present. Amber, you're someone that has overcome a lot. You've inspired a lot of people to get to the point where you are today. What does it mean to be fighting at Madison Square Garden? And do you have any memories at this venue?
It's amazing. Obviously, I've never been here before. Like, I'm from Cali. Like, I'm a West Coast girl, so I've only been over to New York one time. And this is everything. Like, I'm not just making experiences for myself. I just posted something on my Instagram yesterday, like talking about my family. Like, I've got my brother, one of my brothers, my stepdad, and my mom here, and they are out exploring New York. They are out like doing that. Like, I'm here for business, but they are seeing all these amazing things. And that wouldn't have happened for them if it wasn't for the position I'm in, right? Win or lose, I'm here to inspire people. I want people to know that it doesn't matter where you come from or, the cards that were dealt for you. Like, you can do it. You can make it to the highest level. You can be the best you can possibly be. And that doesn't mean winning or losing. Like, us as fighters, and this is like an MMA culture where it's like, oh, how many wins you got, how many losses you got. Like, if you talk to some old school Muay Thai guys, they don't ask that. They ask you, how many fights do you have? Because it's about fighting. It's the fact that we are all warriors and we're all courageous and brave enough to step into that cage and do what we love every day. It's a hard life. So for me, it's just about inspiring people that are going to come up. I'm not going to do this forever, but the things I leave will be here. The memories I leave will be here. The things I say, the people I inspire that are coming up after me, I hope that they inspire more. And then it just trickles down in that way. And that's why I don't talk bad about my opponents. They can say whatever they want, but for me, it's all about respect and love, because we should be here supporting each other and really building each other up for the people to come.
Well, Amber, you've definitely inspired me. Best of luck Friday, and looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Euro.
Hey Amber, after your viral knockout win in Vegas, there was like a lot of hype and talk around you going to that last one. Ultimately, it didn't go your way, but I guess now, do you feel more relaxed and with less pressure going into this one?
No, and the hype came from other people. Like, that didn't come from me. You know what I mean? Everyone else built that up. For me, it was just whatever. And I don't feel any less relaxed or less pressure or anything like that. This is the most important fight of my life. The last fight was like, because it was who it was. It wasn't the actual fight itself, right? But this fight is the most important fight of my life. This fight is going to secure my spot into the $1 million. This is the fight that matters the most. Whatever has happened in the past is in the past. All that hype and this and that, but whatever. Like, I've worked for this. I've been in this game for 10 years. I've been grinding and grinding and grinding. So people can call that shot lucky. They can call it whatever they want, but it's not luck. Like, I worked for this. I deserve to be here, and I'm definitely going to take it Friday night.
That's awesome. And I want to ask you about your fight this weekend. What excites you most about Marina as an opponent?
The fact that I can probably show all my skill set, like, she is amazing. Like, she's amazing grappler. She's amazing at Sambo. Like, she didn't get finished by Kayla. She's got all these attributes, right? And so those are the things that excite me the most, because when I beat somebody like that, like, that just shows who I am as a fighter. That shows, or, just even having just an amazing, just nonstop performance, whatever happens, like, that's what you search for as a fighter, right? Like, cool, the quick, fast knockouts are nice. Like, we don't get paid by the minute, whatever people like to say. But like, at the end of the day, it's about the fight. It's about fighting with your heart. It's about fighting with every last bit that you got. And I definitely think Marina is the perfect opponent to pull that out of me.
Thank you and good luck.
Thanks.
MMA locker room?
Hello,
Or, sorry, MMA Fight Club. My apologies.
Yes, it's Manny here with MMA Fight Club. How are you, Amber?
Hi.
It's been a while. Last time I spoke to you, I interviewed you way back when you were an Invicta fighter. And one thing I noticed about the interview we had, it was not during fight time. It was not around fight time. And here today, I'm seeing a level of focus and intensity. Do you change? Is your personality different from the fighter you are the days leading up to a fight, and then the person that you are when you're not, up to a fight?
Well, yeah, I think this fight definitely, I've been a little too nice. I've been a little too happy to be here. I don't like to read comments, but sometimes I read comments that do stick with me. And I seen somebody say like, oh, Amber looks too happy to be here. And maybe that was true, like it was just so amazing to just be in that position that I don't think I really took it fully for what it was. Right. And so this time it's like, I'm serious, man. I'm not here to play no games. And I'm the same person all the time, fight or not, but just right now it's business and it's time for me to do work. And that $1 million is going to change my life. So if she wants it, she's going to have to kill me in there on Friday night.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, Amber.
Thank you.